There we go. Hey, hey. Yay. Okay. Get you back where you're supposed to be. There we go. Okay. Yay. We did it. Thank you, Lover Knight, for your help. uh, but yes, it's here. We're here. We're going to do some Dragon Age art, guys. So we have, like I said, we have the option. We could do Assan here. Or we can do Davern. So right now I just have like a quick sketch of Davern where I'm at line art for Assan. So whatever we'd like to see. Last time we did Taash line art. And well, you guys have a chance to decide. I can go through and play the time-lapse replay for you guys. This is where we started our last art stream, and then we started on this line art. But also, if you want to rewatch the stream or watch the stream for the first time, this was just posted today. No, this will be posted, or this video will be posted Wednesday. Because I just got it uploaded. So it will be posted on YouTube Wednesday to watch the whole process of the line art drawing. You vote Assan? Alright. Absolutely. So this is kind of where we got to the end of stream. And then I started flats off stream. Yay, it worked! Yay! Manfred worked! So yes. Also, once I complete Assan, I'm probably going to be making a like foam backdrop that has Manfred and Assan because they're just like the children from the game, and I was like, it's perfect. Also, I do have to say, I'm really proud of like the gold detail. I figured out how I like to do gold while doing this piece, and I'm so pleased with it. So hopefully I can remember how I did it for future pieces, but I was so pleased. And also like their crystal horn, I'm really impressed with too. Like that turned out way better than I expected it to, so I'm quite pleased. But yeah. And so Tosh will be going up on excuse me, the other socials tomorrow actually. So yeah. Their coloring page though, which is basically just the line art, is already up on the Patreon, and that's available even for the $1 tier. All right, so that was it. So yeah, let's do Assan. So this is our cutie. Kind of move it so you can see him. So yeah, so now we're gonna be kind of working in flats. So let's see. Let me real quick pull up my colors here. So most of their fur is kind of a darker, kind of like kind of this color brown. Oh, go ahead and merge that down. Wow, I didn't merge any of this stuff down like I normally do. There. You actually can go. Pretty sure you're the, yeah. You can go merge down here. Perfect. Alright. This is what I need to be under. Alright. So yeah, so we're keeping the kind of like chibi type face. And I love his like derpy ears. Where he has like the one up and like one over. In fact, I might like cock his head a little bit like he does, like once we're finished, because it's so fun. All right, let's get our fill. All right, so definitely, yeah, yeah, that's definitely it. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna outline like the big face part, and then we'll put everything else like on top of this, basically. And yes, I'm being like uber messy. So just clean this up. Oh, wow, that is a little too tiny. There we go. Yeah, clean up the outside here real quick. And oh, you know what I forgot to do is I had planned on grabbing music, and I forgot to do that. But there's the start. All right, so also has, it's like this but more gray, so we're gonna kind of move into this area for the beak. Oh yeah. So yeah, this main section of the beak here. That, and then also to these, oops, where's that? Oh, okay, here. You know what, I'll just move this layer under that too. There we go. That way it's a little easier. All right, and then this is top-ish area is kind of more like this color. Oh, going back, I accidentally clicked the wrong layer, so we'll fix that. Oh, you know what, real quick, since I have this color, we will also put it under here. So here, clean that up, and then this area in here too. Oh, that's why it's getting all wonky. It's way bigger than I normally use it at. I'm like, why is it so big? I definitely have a very heavy hand, so I tend to have to turn a lot of my pressure sensitive like brushes down a lot. Because yeah, I go a little hard sometimes. But I don't know. I loved how this beak turned out. Like I was really nervous. So oh yay, thank you. I forgot to change that. But yeah, it's not my birthday. I apparently forgot to change it. But yay. But thank you for the celebration. Yeah, my birthday was last month and I absolutely totally forgot to turn that up. But yeah. What does transmute do? Yes, it turns a game stream into an art stream. So I think if you click on it before you actually like submit it, it should pop it up and tell you that, like a description on it. But yes, it does turn a like gaming stream into an art stream, because I probably will always have something to draw. And if I don't, like, there, we could come up with something. So, but yes, that is what transmute does. Yes. Because also I have a lot of people who lurk often as well, and so they have tons of points, and they're like, I don't know what to use them on. And sometimes you just need a cozy kind of art stream to, art along with somebody. So, all right. So Assan has very blue eyes, surprisingly enough. Let's see. Like this kind of blue. Which I thought was a very fun, like, interesting detail that they had for him. Okay, because not all redeems have the explanation pop up, and I had bad surprises, so I don't want to click just any case. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely worth asking, and we're always willing to tell. But I do, you're right. There are a lot of streamers who don't put an explanation in, but I'm also that way. Like even in Discord, because I always feel super nervous like when I'm doing stuff, like if I'm like I don't know if I'm supposed to post here or if I'm supposed to do it someplace else, so I'll try to, even in my channels in Discord, I'll try to at least have like a brief description of what it's for if it's not initially obvious. So yeah, all right, here, and then oh, I need to also do, okay, so their ears are kind of a little bit lighter. There. Oops. Where are the ears? Oh, they're there. Oh yeah, I did not need that one. There we go. All right, yeah, there we go. It's a great way to do things, in your opinion. There's no such thing as over explaining. Yeah, absolutely. Plus, I have like anxiety, and I know I'm not like the only one. And I don't want to do anything wrong. And I've absolutely been on streams with streamers where I'm like, I have no idea what that redeem means, like at all. And like, there's certain streamers like Hey Liz who are really great and are willing to answer those questions. And then, but like sometimes streamers get weird about it. Like, why are you asking? It's like you put it there, like. So yeah. But yeah, so sometimes it feels weird, and I'm like, I don't want anyone to be, worried or confused at like what it's for. Yeah, like I think there was one on like Haley's stream that I had been really confused about, but like people were so great at like being willing to explain it to me that it was good. It was a good experience. And I'm like, but also it would have been really helpful if there had been an explanation to it, which I think there is now. Oops. Because also not everybody feels comfortable like asking questions either. So, what brush am I using? So this is the brush I like to fill with. So it is the syrup brush that comes from Procreate, and I just relabeled it Fill, but I tried to keep like the actual name. of it because I just like the way it feels. And even if I go over things multiple times, like I don't get weird gap lines between. So yeah. So if you were to like just tap it, it kind of is like this triangle, but it just fills really nicely for flats, I feel. So it makes me happy. Make this a touch darker because this is in shadow. There. I was asking if it was a brush redeem in Haley's stream that confused you. Sorry. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. No, I think it was the real word band that confused me a lot initially. Like I didn't know what it meant. I think there's an explanation on it now. When I first started, I was very confused because I did, which now I'm like, for my own stream, now that I know what it is, I'm like, that is really fun and I might try that sometime for my streams. But I like that, you know, because I thought it was something like if she said something that like offended somebody and they were like, never say that again. And I was like, I'm like, wow, she's like really serious about this stuff. But it was meant to be more fun and funny. So, which I think is really cute and a fun idea, especially for somebody who says like the same words over and over again or something like that. Or if you're talking about like this baby griffin, Assan, you know, being like, sorry, you can't say griffin anymore. And so like having to like talk around it and be like, this you know, hawk faced lion with wings instead is funny. And I love that she has that now that I know what it is. So yeah. I think we're pretty good except for I think I'm gonna add eyelids because I did not. I think he looks a little wonky. Yeah, I think during a Doodle a Goose stream, I redeemed it to ban the word goose. Yes, so it makes it really funny because then she's to like talk around it, and it's like it makes it good. Yeah, what'd she say? It was like long neck chicken or something. It was hilarious. Like trying to like come up with something. All right, so I'm gonna go up over top the eyes here, and we're gonna go in. And I want to do some like lids because I think that's what's bugging me out a little bit. I'm gonna start it here and come across. No, I think it needs to be more like, this is the nice thing about digital art is you can move stuff. All right, now we'll go up here. I think this needs to come down and then curve and then up. Oops. We'll do a separate one for this too. Oof. It's not looking good. Let's try this again. All right. So I want it more like this. Like a touch of like an eyelid happening. And then I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of this. There we go. I think that's more the angle I'm looking for. Oh, so it right. So if you do exclamation mark roll, you could put icebreaker deep or deeper afterwards, and then if you meet the DC for those, then I read a card and answer the question. So those redeems are for like people who've rolled like a number of times and they're getting annoyed, and so they're just like, fine, the dice are not playing nice. Like, I want you to read this card, basically. And what I do is I'll read the card and answer the question to the best of my ability, and then people in chat can answer it too if they want, but it's never required. Oh, that angle was beautiful. That's everything I wanted. All right. Now, this is the next angle I got to work with here. You rolled an 11 for deeper. That is just shy. Deeper is a DC of 12. So close. Alright, I think I need to warp this to make it fit where I want it to. There. Alright. And then maybe what I need is to make this slightly bigger and then turn it like this. Yeah, we'll see how this looks. If we add kind of this under here. He looks a little sleepy. All right, let's see if, oops, we can rotate these a little bit more. That might help there. Now I'll try. Now he's a sassy bird. But I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and warp that again, and I'll raise that up a touch. think we found it. That looks better. That looks better. Perfect. Yay. Oh, you rolled a nat 20. Oh my gosh. Way to go. All right. So congrats. Yay. Okay, we're going to switch over to just talking real quick. Turn on. Whoa, that's my whole thing shifted. So just a second. I'll resume that. Yay! Congrats on the nat 20. Oh my goodness. Which one was that? Deeper? All right. So this is our deeper card. If you've never been here for one of these, basically what I do is I pull a card, I read the question on the card, and then I answer to the best of my ability. You then can answer as well in chat if you would like, but it is not required. Oh, jeez. Man, these deeper cards. Have you ever been mocked for something unexpected? Being too tall. Also, I've definitely been mocked for that. I think that would be the most unexpected one. Because so I used to also get mocked a lot for my last name. Before I got married, as well, which was weird, but I don't know. Kids are weird. Humans in general could be weird, but yeah, I think the weirdest one was my height and being too tall. Another one is I was often mocked for like the way I walked too. So I have a lot of like hip issues and stuff. So when I walk, it's a lot more, I guess, masculine. It's heavier. It's less floaty. But yeah, so that was common, as well as how I walked. And it was always like, I don't know. Sometimes people do that, and you're just like, really? That's what you chose. Okay. So again, if you want to answer, the question is, have you ever been mocked for something unexpected? And thank you so much, both Lover Knight and Professor Multiverse, for rolling. Congrats on that nat 20. That's awesome. We are going to go ahead and head back over to art. Yay. Man, nat 20 was awesome. Was so focused on trying to get this eye right, I missed it. All right. Oops. And then the other thing I'm then gonna do, because birds, man, birds are different. They also have like this inner lid thing, like in here as well. And that is that same, but for colors, is not quite black to fill in like this area. Wait, did I? Oh. I thought that was on a different layer. Alright, let's try that again. We will go back. The dreaded doing it on the wrong layer. My transition's cute. Thank you. Oh, for not being into sports ball? Yeah, I've seen a football game. The plot doesn't change. Yes. That's fair. Yeah. That is... Like, everyone has different interests and stuff. It's okay. But often the people that would make fun of you for not being into sports ball are also the ones who are going to be like making fun of you for you know, being into cosplay or something like that. I'm like, how's that any different? You're basically cosplay. All right. I'm gonna flip this and put it over the other eye. That looks about right. Yeah. All right. Oops. Yes. Feel. But yes, we love our honeybees here. And I saw that transition. I was like, I have to. I have to get it. What? Stop. Why are you weird? Oh, it's because it's not under the. Okay, fine. We'll bring it down here. On this layer. There we go. Yay. Does that look right? Yeah. Alright. There. Yeah. Okay. There. Yeah. Oops. Nope. Regroup. Regroup. There we go. Alright. Cool. Now I think also if your team has a mascot and you like have goodies with it on it, you're technically a furry, which is not a bad thing. But generally those who mock you for being into sports don't like that. It's so true. It's so true. All right, we have flats. So we're going to go ahead and save flats and then start kind of doing some details. All right. So, his beak has it's like a darker tip to it. And it kind of does like one of these. Which, that being said, I don't know if it's because there was like banding in the game where we took this screenshot or. But I think it was purpose. It looked like it was purposeful texture. So, gonna Gaussian blur that just like a touch there. And then it kind of has next this like pinkyish color that then kind of goes here. And then there was like a little bit like this here. And then we'll hit that with a Gaussian blur. Now it feels like it needs a bit more. Free sport of choice is hacktivism, and I'm here for it. Yes. True story. Alright, and then I think we're going to take this a little bit more in here as well. Alright, and then I think I'm going to drop the opacity in this one just a bit more. How's that looking? Yeah, we could see some differentiation in detail. And there. No, you know what? We'll do that in a minute. Got that. Got the eye color. So next we have to add in on top some kind of so he's got kind of like different colors around here. Gimme. There we go. All right. That is good. I don't know I necessarily want it to be as harsh, so I might do that. All right, there, that looks good. Oh, I think my headphones just died. There we go. Yep. That's what happened. All right, there. He's kind of got the, it's like this, but more like that. The one thing I do love about like Dragon Age is the fact that they have so many like little like details like in each of their characters. It makes it a lot more fun to draw, I think, the characters because of it. But sometimes I'm also like, ooh, how am I gonna do that? I'm excited. We got so much done in our last Dragon Age stream too. We defeated quite a few like big guys. So I feel like we're to the point where we can move forward in the game. I feel like we're definitely coming up on the end of this like second arc. and probably gonna be moving into the third soon. Once we actually start doing the actual quests. But you miss so much if you don't do the side quests. Like, there's just so much lore and information, and I'm like, I feel like my character would do them because, you know, in their head they're like, this is how we weaken the gods. Of course we're doing this. Or this is how I help my friends who I greatly care about. Like, why wouldn't I do this? Oh, that looks good. Okay. Oops, I'm still on eraser. There we go. Fine, at this point it's easier to erase, so. And it's a Bioware game if you want the best and you need to max relationship with all the factions. Absolutely. I'm fully aware they haven't ripped my heart out yet. As a Bioware game, I know this is gonna happen, so I'm hoping some of the things I predicted as things that they're gonna do don't happen. But yeah, there was definitely a spot in the last session where I was like, don't you do it, BioWare. Don't you take them away from me. Like, I was having like a mini panic attack, like just like praying to the BioWare gods that they wouldn't take away Evka and Antoine. I'm like, please, please. Just let one couple be fucking happy, please. But yeah, no, they do a very good job of being like, no, you want to play the game. And I feel like they're always so replayable, all their games, because there's so many little things that you can miss, but there's so many things that, depending on the choices you make, you'll never hear or learn. So it makes it fun to like replay it again as well, which is why I think they're some of my absolute. Oh, he looks so cute. That added a whole lot. But yeah, I think that's why they're some of my favorite, for sure. All right, a little bit more brown. And oh, actually, I need to. Probably switch it to some line art. Do this. Maybe do some multiply. And we're going to put in. He's got like these cute little feathers as I'm pointing to my face, which you can't see. He's got these cute little feathers under his eye that are a slightly different color. So we're going to, or they are a different color. So we're going to kind of come in and add those. But let me see. Do I have a more straight on view? Come here, son. No. All right. So I'm just checking my reference screenshots from the game. Let's see. Let's say. It's been such a good week already. D&D was amazing. I guess technically that was last week, but it was recent. It felt really good. And now we have like this fun art stream, and we're doing Assan, who's a little cutie here. Oops. No, you don't. There we go. All right. Oops. There we go. But I also like the way they did it in this game to kind of encourage you to play with more of the companions. Because I often, like in previous games or in other games, I'll find like the three people I really like and then just go with them continually and then never like try anyone else. So I like that they kind of added that, which I believe was how it was in a bit more in Mass Effect, if I remember right, where it was a little bit more of the like, hey, you kind of need to, this person, or to rank up this person, you need to like have them in your party more and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed that aspect of this game, which I know some people didn't, but I really liked it because it encouraged me to like try different types of people together and try different people that I maybe wasn't initially like, oh, well, they'd be a good fit for my group. But I think it was a wise way of kind of getting you to try all the different characters and stuff. So, oh, it goes a little bit higher actually. Mm-hmm. All right, looks like it's a bit bigger. And also a little higher. So I'm gonna do one of these. There. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Well, I play with Balara all the time, and the other spot is for whoever the quest concerns are. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. I love Balara, though. She's like the first time I met a character that I felt I could like see myself in. She's just so sweet. I love her. So I do not blame you at all for uh having her in your party at all times because she is a sweetheart. But I love the like accurate I mean, obviously there's different types of ADHD, but I felt it was the first time I saw an accurate like depiction of ADHD without them trying to say that it was a bad thing. It was a genuine like she's special because of it, you know, not in spite of it, but also like how all the other companions, you know, are, try to take care of her and are like, hey, have you eaten? Have you slept? Like stuff like that. And it is just so sweet, but then like her hyperfixations and her fangirling, it made me so happy to see like it not like them not be depicted as just this super annoying person, because they have absolute, like, I've a lot of games and shows do that, is they're like, oh well, they're super annoying, and you're like, gosh darn it, they just have ADHD, or or like other ones, it's like they just have autism, back off. But yeah, so I love how they depicted her, and then as you can continue through the game, like her trying to wrap her head around like the fact that her gods are the ones, out there. So Valara is my favorite, but at the same point, as smart, cute women who ramble for hours about her passion is 100% my weakness. Fair. Fair. Okay, I love a good hyperfixation though. Like, when, or we call it nerding out, like when, somebody has that thing that they're super passionate about, and you're like, just go. Just do it. Nerd out. Like, I love that. I love watching people take that and run with it, and like the just pure joy on their face as they do. And and sometimes they'll even apologize. They're like, are you sure? Like, I'm being too much. And I'm like, no, please, please, I want to hear it all, because you're happy and excited, and that makes me want to know more. But yeah, I love that she absolutely does that, where she's like, oh, we're talking about this topic, here you go, here's all the information I know about this specific topic. It's like, yes, please, give it all to me. All right, so he also has a couple of these feathers also up here. All right, and then also it looks like it kind of then goes like here. Starts kind of curving around this skull. Oh, switch to the eraser accidentally. Ah, there we go. No. Let's try. No, I'm going to turn it. So I apparently only do this in one angle. Nope. There. Same, getting a hyper fixated girlfriend is my goal if I ever date someone. Aw, yes, absolutely. I wish that for you as well. That would be, especially, as somebody who is like that. It is amazing being in a relationship with somebody who actually cares, because most of my life I was told to be quiet, or I was being disruptive, I was too much. And then having like a partner who actually like encourages it and loves it is life changing and and amazing. So one, I wish that for you, and you know, especially since it sounds like you're very supportive of that, I wish that for whoever they are out there, because I think we all deserve somebody who's willing to listen to us, just be excited. Like, even, you know, even if you're not into that thing, just, you know, be willing to listen to them, be excited about it. Like, that's always been my thing. The excited Manfred. Where are we? About halfway? Yeah, that looks like it. Now we're gonna go ahead and cheat. Do one of these. I think that's probably about right. And then we just gotta fill in this little guy. Oops. Alright. Yay. Cute little, like, crown almost on their heads, so. Alright, so I got that. I got that. So next is, okay, that being said, drawing these characters from this game, because the lighting is so dynamic and different in different places, is really hard sometimes to tell what the characters' colors are actually supposed to be, because most of my references are of Assan in daylight, so it's like these colors. But then, like, there's definitely some references that I grabbed for different angles that are from, like, different areas that we were in. So, like, some of the darker areas, and, like, Assan looks gray in some of them. And I'm just like, was Assan supposed to be gray? I'm having, like, that moment of, like, oh no, did I do it wrong? Oh well. I think Assan looks better this way, so we're gonna do it this way. Because I can. Alright. Are we on fill? No, we are not. Are we on a new layer? Yes, we are. Alright. At least got part of this right. Alright. So, I'm going to try something here. So, I want these filled, but then I need to, I feel like, do another layer on top. And we're going to kind of fill here and feel here, kind of like that, a little squishy. And then we're going to Gaussian blur that so it kind of blends in. Yeah, like that. I like it. Merge down. Duplicate. And above. Yeah, I think one of my favorite things. Oh, you rolled 14 for deeper. That is enough for us to have another card. So give me just a second. We will go back to just talking. Turn this camera back on. Come on. You can do it. There we go. All right, so we have another deeper card. Also, thank you for rolling for that, Professor Multiverse. I really appreciate that. Oh, this is an interesting question. Again, if you have just joined us and you have never been here for one of these, what we do is you could do exclamation mark roll. Um, Icebreaker, deeper, deeper. Each one has a different DC. If you hit the DC or higher, we pull a card. This is our deeper card. I read the question on the card, answer it to the best of my ability, and then you can answer as well if you so wish. The bot prompted it, so I try it again. Good job. So, yeah, so the question for this deeper card is, have you gotten or would you get plastic surgery? Um, I so like I wouldn't get probably normal people plastic surgery. So like I I obviously yes, I would absolutely get plastic surgery if, let's say, I was in an accident and that was needed. A lot of people don't realize that that is also plastic surgery. So yes, I would get plastic surgery for that. But if you told me you would pay right now for plastic surgery for anything I wanted, I would get my ears pointed like an elf because I'm that nerd. So yes. um but yes, so the question was, have you gotten or would you get plastic surgery? So I have not gotten plastic surgery. Uh but I would do that. And then obviously I would also get the plastic surgery like if I was in an accident and needed to repair something. But yeah, so that's my answer. You may also answer if you so wish, but it's not required. All right, let us see. We're going to switch back to the art. Oh, there we go. Yeah, thank you for rolling that again. Those are always fun. I love it. It breaks things up nicely, but then also, gives us a chance to get to know each other, which is really fun. They are merged down. Gets you. Oh, that's looking really good. Okay. If I do say so myself. All right, there. Go in. Come here. I love people who get full fantasy creatures in their daily life wearing vampire fangs or point their ears. Yeah. I can't think of anything I want plastic surgeries, but I'm not opposed to it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, I actually have personally known people who've gotten like their tongue split, like a snake, things like that. So yeah, I'm definitely not opposed to it. Like, I will say, it took a long time, but I am really pleased with who I am and the body I have. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I could have if I could have elf ears, I would absolutely be there for it. Like, a lot of my character, like, I love playing characters like in D&D and stuff that have like the longer ears. And I don't know, I it's weird, like I've always like pictured myself with them, which is kind of a weird thing to say probably, but yeah. That and like long lashes, so like I do like lash extensions now. Because otherwise, as you could probably see, every time I go to video, when I don't have lash extensions on, you cannot see my lashes at all. And yeah. But yeah, I think there's just like those things sometimes that are in your head and you're like, this is what I need. This is how you like picture yourself, I guess. Because that being said, I'm just as happy, you know, I'm also happy without like lash extensions and things like that. Um, but they definitely help, you know, even with like my mental health and stuff. So it's it is what it is. Maybe eyebrow subdermals so I have resting brooding face. I love it. I'm not opposed neither, but I don't know. Maybe liposuction to speed up my weight loss. Absolutely. Like I know a lot of people who have done that too. Um yeah. I mean, if you can do it the other way, it's definitely healthier. There's a lot of health concerns post liposuction sometimes. But uh, I mean, they obviously would tell you all that before you get that done. Um, but yeah, there's like a lot of things you don't always like think about that affect those different things too. Oops. But absolutely, I'm like, if that's what you want, like, go for it. Obviously, if you know you can afford it. That's the reason I haven't gotten my ears pointed. that that'd be expensive. Oops, come on, come on. Stop being a little pain. There we go. All right. Nope. Still getting used to the new like pro pencil and hitting the button that changes between the pen and the oh, eraser. How'd you get up there? Alright. Then do this layer above. We just kind of do squishy. Like squishy. Alright. Simpler. Yes. No. Something looks off with this one. Maybe that was too squishy. Let's try only here. And then kind of do a nice here. Well, I naturally lost 15 kilograms, 33 pounds last year naturally. I hope for the same this year. That's impressive. That's amazing, Professor. That's awesome. Yeah, it's super hard to lose that for sure. Yeah, congratulations on that. And it's one of those things that a lot of times, like, people, when you do go to get like liposuction or even I think what are the bands or different things like that, like if you've already started that natural or that naturally losing weight and you're already changing habits and things like that, you're way likely to get like better results and stuff with it too. I'm gonna duplicate this and then really try. Yours just not the same. Maybe I will. Oops. Yeah, maybe we'll do like a. Oops. Nope. Okay. Maybe just something more like that. It doesn't really go that low. It stops. Alright, maybe instead what I need to do is actually come in on this back side instead. How to do this? Yeah, because it looks like it's about 2 layers of feathers, so maybe that's what we do is we like finish the feathers. Let's try back to multiply. There we go. Come on. Nope. Come on. Goodness. Okay. Sometimes. There we go. Amira! Sorry you're late. That's okay. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here too. But yeah, you're never required to be here, so that's totally fine. I hope you were, getting things done and everything. We're currently working on Assan. I'm struggling with his little color changes, so yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. The secret will surprise you, but it's oven fries. Turns out that a lot of fried food, when cooked in an oven, is actually low calorie food. Well, at least in Europe. I don't know what they add in North America, food, sugar, and oil wise. And it's way easier to have a plate of fries every day for the taste and for the price. Yeah, that's fair. Vegetables are very expensive. Yeah. But that's amazing. Also sounds awesome. Like I would absolutely eat fries from the oven. Absolutely. That's awesome. You were productive though. Yay. You got the mower working and the front lawn cleaned up. So many branches to pick up. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. We also have to go in and clean up because all of the windstorms and stuff we've been having. Also have to clean up a bunch of branches. Plus we have to put we have to build like a dog kennel because our neighbor's new dog is not nice to our dog and we want to make sure she is safe. So oops. So yeah, so we're gonna have to clean up a bunch of branches and stuff to so that way we can build the outdoor kennel. Because, you know, even though she's a corgi, she still likes to be outside. Yeah, that, yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, definitely one of those where it's like, I don't like that we're having to do this, but it has to be done. Because I'd rather have a safe and alive dog than a not safe and unalive dog, so. But, yeah. Oof, also Topaz, did I cut down a tree? Oh, that was this weekend. Nice. Well, hopefully that was, you know, helpful too. But yeah, that would explain why you had some extra sticks and stuff to clean up too. Oof, feathers, man. I'm going to say it like it's actually going to happen. It's not true. But never again. No. I will absolutely do feathers again. Nope. Nope. But I'm glad you were productive. That's wonderful. Hopefully that felt nice. Not the one with the ivy. Oh my gosh, that would be a big tree to have to cut down. That was huge. Okay, yeah. Get a few more in here. And then kind of here. Doo-doo. All right. Now we're going to go back to this layer. Oops. Why? There we go. All right. Yay. Yay! You have 26 jars of honey. Oh, and Topaz, welcome in. Yay. Oh, in the wilderness. Oh my goodness. Everybody showed up while I was drawing. Clever night. No, not any in the front yard. It was the trash tree in the backyard in the raised garden bed that Moose was sure that nothing would grow in unless we planted it. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, congrats all of you on getting your jars of honey and welcome in. Yeah, so much honey. gonna go through and we're gonna kind of squishy. I don't know why that's what I call it, but that's what we're doing. And loop. All right. Nope, not a gradient map. Thank you. Gaussian. No, go back. Gaussian blur. Just a little bit. That looks better. Yeah, that looks better. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with it. Professor Multiverse got your first jar of honey. Congrats! Yes, we do love honey. Yes. Good. Alright, I am going to add some more color here, though, because I don't want this back row to be off-colored. Just fill in the gaps. There we go. Perfect. All right. There. We got some more details happening, which is exciting. All right. Now, let's see here. We also need a touch of this color. Those are the ears. Here, I think this is the... Alright, so it looks like we have just a little bit of this brown that is apparently not... Here we go. Alright. Like, it shows a little bit of this brown coming in on his beak, but I think we might not do that. Though there is also some of this color that kind of comes in a little here. Yeah, that part doesn't look bad, so we're gonna just loop. Loop, come here. Nope, that's still not out for... But how's everyone doing? Are you arting? It sounds like you guys are all getting a bunch of stuff done, which is impressive. So, yeah. This looks so good. Thank you. Yeah, he's looking really cute. I'm kind of excited. I was saying that once I finish him, I'll probably make a phone backdrop for the Patreon with Assan and Manfred, since they're kind of like the children in the game. Like everyone's children, kind of like Scratch and the owlbear cub in Baldur's Gate 3. Right now I'm kind of just not only looking at Pinterest. That is fair. I have negative, what is that, 100, negative 1,000,000 spoons. Stunning flashcards, yay. Good, I'm so glad we're getting some stuff done. That's exciting. All right. I am going to keep kind of coming in here. See what else we got next. Looks like probably go ahead and merge those down as well. It looks like there's kind of like some speckling happening in there, which I think is this, yeah. So above that, we're gonna kind of here go real close in. All right. I'm gonna use my fine freckle brush because it looks like it's just some speckling that's happening, like in here. Let's see if it's gonna. Oh yeah, that actually shows up. I mean, it's light, but I like it. It just adds that little bit of texture when you're looking at it. Just though I might need it a little bit bolder. Yeah, let's see here. Oops. Where'd we go? Alright, let's take this just ever so slightly darker. There we go. I feel like that should be able to be seen. So this is just my like super fine like freckle brush that came in to give it some speckly texture. And then do the same on this side. And I am going over the edge because I'm actually going to just clipping mask this to that layer that it's actually supposed to be speckling. So I want to make sure I don't have like gaps on the edges or what have you. Yeah. Talking with wheels and knowing and kind of just decompressing after a long day. Absolutely. That's what Mondays are for. You know, the Monday streams have always meant to be like cozy and chill. So, yeah, it allows you to be able to hopefully, you know, decompress and everything. So that way you can just enjoy the time. But, yeah. But of course, if you want to art along, you absolutely can. And if anyone is arting along, we do have a section in the Discord. I mean, you could post anytime you're doing art or whatever in there. And that channel is oh, I just made it. What is it? Oh, so we have two channels for art. So under art, there is I made this, which is for finished work. And then there is a like whip section for any time people are, you know, working on their work in progress. So, yeah. Okay. Whips and chains excite me. Yes. Not that kind. It's WIP. Work in progress. Yes, wrong whips. Yes, cozy vibes, calming, just kind of hanging out. Alright, I want to take a look at this reference. I'm going to bet the ears also have it. They do. But they're even more drastic. They kind of move into this. Let's see here. Yes, over this layer. So. Oh, it did. Man. Okay. Let's see here. I wonder if I multiply this one, if that'll help. This is all the edge, so darken that a little bit more. Same here, just kind of darken this some more. Perfect. Yeah, that adds a nice little thing there as well. Okay. I think my next steps are going to be to do like the shading, like the shadows and stuff, so I can wrap my brain around other stuff real quick. But yeah, let's see. Brain work. Maybe. I think I want to put it above all the colored layers. And grab that. And yeah. Do these. Oh, you shared your most recent artwork. Yay! I'm so glad. Let's see what we got here. Oh yes, the dragon and was it a sorceress? You might have added that, I don't know. But yeah, love the lightning and the big dragon eye behind it. It's just amazing. So good. But yes, thank you for sharing to the community as well. Because that is super exciting. All right. Here, and that is over, yeah, all that stuff. So. You're right. I know it looks crazy right now because of it being so, oops, bright. I'm gonna turn this down. Ah. Hoping just to add a little bit more movement, hopefully, in some of these. Yay. Oops. There we go. No, too thick. Alright, I gotta turn it. There we go. Yes, it's so cool. I think she's a wizard. It was part of a DTIYS on Kara. I placed third and was not expecting it. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! Congrats, that's awesome. I have to say, I kind of surprised myself. It was my first full big artwork in a long time, and I genuinely did not expect to have progress this much. No, that's amazing. You did so good, and congrats on third place as well. That's wonderful. It's very cool. So I love that. Not actively working on it tonight, but I put my painting I'm working on in whips. Yay! All right, what kind of painting is that? Oil or acrylic? Ah, yay! I love it. Oh yes, I love that. The colors are so fun in that, which is awesome. Acrylics, yeah. Yay! Thanks. It's gonna be very rainbow. Yes. Yay! That's exciting. We'd love a good rainbow. I think that's what's so great about art is like every piece of art is so different, and like artists are different, and even like what people would want in their home is different. So I'm like there's always something for everybody. Just, that's why I'm like it's not a competition. Like there's enough room for everybody. So, thanks. It's going to be very rainbow. Yeah. Nice. Which kind tastes better? 100% agree, but even though my brain is like, what? We can do that. Like this level of artwork that, what we do now. How? Asking for a friend. Paint is not for eating. You're as bad as Minnie Mara. Tell that to Meg Go. Yeah. No, I think that so I had recently had something like that too, professor, where like I hadn't been drawing for a long time and I was like, nope, can't do that. Like never been able to, and then I tried it and it turned out way better than I expected. And I'm like, I feel like those are always the really when it's really exciting. So I'm so glad that you had that, and like that's a beautiful piece. And honestly, we only get better the more we do. And you also watch a lot of artists, so maybe you just like osmosis picked up some extra things as well. I might erase this part, but we'll see how it kind of goes. Alright. It looks like, from what I can see, his beak is actually underneath this piece. Oops. And then we definitely need it here. Oops. And under here. Also, in case I didn't say it, Wheels, welcome in as well. I hope you're doing great. You're doing great. Like, it registered in my brain that you were here, but I don't know if I actually said it out loud. But welcome. Because that's going to have more height. The shadow's going to be more like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do the face shadow separate. Yeah, and if I can do other art pieces like that, I could see myself opening commissions. I mean, that's a level where I would kind of feel comfortable charging people for it, which is wild for my brain. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I think that that is like a joy for any artist when you can hit that stage where you're feeling comfortable. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. So I'm glad. I can't wait to see what else you do as well, because it's gonna be awesome. Are you liking streaming a lot too, Professor? I know you've been doing a lot of like escape rooms and stuff, but would you do some more art streams too, possibly? Because I know I came to your first one and you did the PNG tuber. Oops. That being said, I'm like that weirdo that's like I'm gonna, like I'm terrified and I'm not sure if I can do this. I'm gonna do it live in front of like a whole bunch of people. And I'm gonna post it. Um One, because I love seeing growth and you can't see it if you don't like post it. But also I am more likely to do something if like somebody else knows about it, where I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna draw or I'm gonna whatever, but like if nobody else knows, then I won't. Might pull up Procreate and play around. Yeah. Absolutely. And if you have any questions, I mean, again, I know your art style is different, but I mean, I've been playing around for a while, so I'm happy to answer anything that I can answer. All right, I think multiply about 50 is where I usually like it. Yeah, that helped a bit. And then I need to do over the eyes, because these lids are going to be absolutely casting a shadow. But also, can't wait to see what comes out of that topaz. Because you know what? The world needs more art. Even if the artist thinks it's bad art, the world needs more art. It has been some of the only things keeping me going. Alright. Multiply. There. Oh, that added a lot too. Good, good, good. Streaming is fun. I finished Escape Academy yesterday. Yay! So I'll do other stuff. I do want to do art streams, but for serious piece, I tend to hyper focus. So I'm afraid I wouldn't interact enough with the chat. That's fair. So silly drawings like Steamboat Mickey, that's easy to multitask, but I don't know how I would do it with complex stuff. That's totally fair. I mean, every artist is different, so that absolutely makes sense. That is something I've been trying to retrain myself. So I do a little bit better, I feel like, during games. Because usually there's like a lull after like a big fight or something, and I'll check, and people obviously aren't expecting you to be checking during like a fight. But yeah, I will often forget to check what I'm drawing. I went back and I was watching through the other streams, and I was like, oh, I didn't talk to anybody. But yeah. When we did the art stream, so I was like, okay, we'll have to do better. Screen. Whoops. And I like you really kind of in here. Maybe lighter. That definitely popped a lot more on that dark fur versus on skin. So we'll probably have that same thing with Davern when I'm doing it. I'm making progress. Now I drink at least an ounce every 2 hours when I draw complex stuff. Before it was like not the case. That's fair. I've absolutely had that where I like super hyperfixate, like everything gets poured into it, like I forget to eat, I forget to drink, I forget, all the things. Yeah, I think it was like the most one of the more recent ones I posted, the Star Trek one, where it says even or resistance isn't futile, like even the Borg learned that. I got so focused on that one night. I didn't go to bed until like super late at night because I just like I hadn't realized what time it was. I just was going and going. So yeah, definitely went to bed way later than I had planned because I had gotten really into that. But I'm also trying to do better about taking care of myself when I'm doing stuff. All right. I think what I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually find where's the beak. There you are. I'm gonna go in with white. And I'm gonna do oops. That. And maybe also some down there too. And let's see how this goes. Okay, that's not awful, but I think I want you. Oh, oops. Oh, it's on automatic. I was like, what is happening here? I want you slightly more diffuse. So we are gonna go ahead and bring that down a touch. I don't need it that much. But this one, we're gonna just erase up here, and then I think we're good. I like that highlight on the top. Yeah, that looks good. All right. The Elven Girl with the Dragon took me 11 hours in one sitting. I just took 1 hour break to eat, and that only because my mother needed to eat and I'm the one cooking. That's sometimes it's good for us as artists, I think, to be around other people so they can remind us, like, just like with Balara, like, have you eaten? Have you slept at all? Like, sorry, I'm busy. Like, okay, but that's not great for you. Like, have you tried, you know, eating? Where are the lines? Because I don't think I like these ones. Dude, I am apparently blind. Okay. Okay. Are you this? No? This? You? Ah. But what I'm going to do is we're going to take that color and do this. that better? It still kind of looks like a shadow. Maybe we do it that color. Yeah. I think that kind of works better. No, it still kind of looks like a shadow. What if we just take it out? Wait, where's that coming from? I am so confused. Okay. I guess we'll leave it. Alright. There. Which one are you? Oh, you're the dark areas. Okay, cool. Now, let's see. So normally for highlights on like the chibi eyes, I do something that's like important to the character. Like something that they really like. The only thing I can think of that Assan likes are truffles. Which just look like mounds of poop. So I might put like the Grey Warden symbol or something in their eye because I don't really want to put little poop looking things in his eye. Now I take a few breaks to stretch and drink before I used to spend up to 8 hours in the same shrimp position. Yeah, I feel like every artist is like, why is my back so bad? And then like anytime it's pointed out how we're sitting, it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, without drinking a drop of water and then wondering why I had a huge migraine every time I drew. Yeah. Yeah, the lack of water absolutely will get me every time. All right, so I currently do not have references for the Grey Warden. Oh, wait, I have. I do. I have it from Antoine and Evka. Gonna steal this layer. Thanks. P.S. If you didn't know, you could steal layers from other pieces. Okay. Okay. First off, I probably only need. Let's start with just one of you. And I'll turn you off for now. I doubt the other part of the highlights where we need it. Yeah. Okay. What if we did this? There. Alright. Let's see. Oh, that looks really cute. Actually, I'm gonna redraw that. Oops, not duplicated. Oh, that looks really cute. I love it. Okay. So yes, I am aware animal eyes are different than human eyes. I'm still gonna do them the same way I do human eyes, because I have tried doing them the way you would do for animal eyes, and it looks really weird. Fill. Not with brown. Not with brown. Yep. I'll back up to nope. There we go. And then do this. Do another one. Do this. Do another one. And then boop. Oh, it looks so cute. Oh my god. I swear, it's like the highlights that really do it. Oh my goodness. So cute. Alright. Perfect. Oh, he looks so cute. Okay. So, I don't know. Is there anything else? It's adorable. Thank you. The only thing I can think of is maybe playing with like more of this color, maybe with the hair one over top of this, and just like, whoa. I did not want to play nice. There we go. Maybe like add little tufts of like feathers. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna delete that one. I like this better. Yeah, I liked adding like the little, like, just some little guys in here. Oops. Like, just little tufts. Okay. Pull you in just a tiny here. Not 100% symmetrical, but close, and that's all I think we really need. Just that little bit here and there. And then don't mind me. don't mind me being over pleased with myself. That's something that I probably have no right of being that pleased about. Okay. That is so stinking cute. Okay. What if we just knock the color down on these just ever so slightly? Duplicate. You get flattened. You get turned off. And then you. Yeah, I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. Alright. The only other thing I feel like I need is maybe a touch more of like the texture maybe a little bit in the ear, which would have been down my ears. And can't remember what color. Probably that one. And we did the fine freckles. Just feel like you need some more like texture inside too, but like really hit this outside. And then just bring that down a touch. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Then just feel like he needs more with his fur and stuff. Not fur, feathers. More feather stuff. Oops. Yeah. All right. Well, I might play with that. He might be done, but we might also play with it a bit more and add some more like in depth, like darker shadows of some feathers here and there too. But yeah, so that is where we're gonna end the stream tonight, because I do try to keep it at that 10:15 for those who have work and things like that. So let's